Good afternoon, Knights. How's everybody? God damn that glare, eh? Where's that coming from? Does that come from here? Oh, that's what it is. It's just light over in the corner. Let's see if I can put something in front of that damn thing. And let's see. I have a piece of cardboard here and then. That's fucking bugging me. Give me a sec. I'm just gonna fix that somehow. Will that work? Oh, maybe I can leave it like that, I guess. Is it too dark? Yeah, that'd be too dark, eh? Alright, fuck it. On with the fucking video. A couple things I wanted to discuss. I want to discuss women. A couple things I want to tell you guys. I want to talk about best case scenarios. And I want to talk about what if you're really overweight. What do I do? Alright, so we'll start with the first thing. Best case scenario. Whenever you're starting a diet plan or any fitness thing, always go into the mentality with best case scenario. That means you don't always have to meet those objectives, but you go into it with the best case scenario. I'll give you a perfect example of what I'm talking about. So, best case scenario to eat is oatmeal, eggs. That's the perfect meal for building muscle, getting into fitness, getting into shape. That's the perfect meal. No one's saying you have to do that. All I'm saying is giving you the best case scenario. So if you can't maintain 4 shakes and just eat like that, don't worry about it. Do the best that you can. So that way you're not letting yourselves down. That it goes the same with the actual workout. I'll give you a perfect scenario what happened to me today. So today was my starting my seven sets. Okay, so it's a pretty big deal for me today. Big day, big workout day. I got 4 workouts to do. Each workout I gotta do 7 sets. So I got a lot on my plate for today. Well, guess what? I haven't even fucking trained yet. Okay? I had a bunch of bullshit to do this morning at the bank. That was a fucking nightmare. I had some other things that came up that I couldn't that fucked up my routine. So instead of getting myself discouraged and throw myself off track, okay, this is my priority. I had to take care of this shit. So for the rest of my day, what's the best case scenario? So I sat down. I know the rest of my day is open. So okay, well, I'm going to do a video, maybe take a nap, so I'll get my first workout in at 5. Okay? And this is going to be my best case scenario for the day. So I get my next workout in at 5. Well, I got 4 to do. So maybe what I'll do is at 5 o'clock, I'll superset with calves. So there's 2 workouts gone, so now I have to do 2 more. So I'll do those 2 last workouts at 9 or 10. Best case scenario, I made it happen. So as long as you're always trying to figure out what your best case scenario for any given day, you're never going to let yourself down. And let's say I can't I only got 3 workouts and I still have to do 1 more. And something happened tonight and I couldn't make it. Well, I got 2 options. I could either get up at 2 or 3 in the morning and get that workout in, or I can incorporate it the following day. So you always leave you guys some options. And just because you can't meet something a certain day or you can't fuck up on your diet a certain day, don't let that get you down. As long as you're always trying to figure out the best case scenario for that given what you're throwing at, what your life's throwing at you. And as long as you do that, you're going to be successful. If you stuck to a perfect mandate all the time, would it happen faster? Yeah. But as long as you're always trying to figure out your best case scenario, you'll always move forward, and that's success, right? Right, Mark? Makes sense? I think that makes a lot of sense. Because it's so easy for us to get thrown off track. You know, life throws us curveballs and we can't maintain a certain schedule, or this comes up and, you know, all it takes is the smallest thing. I'm like, oh, fuck it, that's 1 day. And then 1 day leads into 2, 2 leads into 3. You know, so I don't want you guys to get that mind fuck going on. It's important that you're always telling yourself, okay, this happened, but at least I did this. This happened, at least I did this. As long as you keep getting that frame of mind going, you're never going to fail. It may take a little longer if you cheat on your diet or you miss a workout, but your mentality won't be negative. Your mentality will always be positive, positive, positive. And that's what I'm trying to create for you here for you guys. Okay, so moving on. Women. Okay. A couple of things I want to talk about with women in the program that I am doing. Now, I mentioned about doing free squats or squats, that you need to adjust your leg placements, right? From wide to shoulder to narrow, okay? Now, the wider you go, you're going to have more power and develop greater strength, but you don't want big hips for women, right? So I would recommend, guys is fine, you know, because we naturally have narrow hips. Women tend to, you know, put on weight and mass on their hips a lot quicker than we do. So guys, I just say, just keep narrowing your footing. So you go from a wide stance. Here, let me see if I can show you exactly what I mean. Give you a visual. So if I'm in a squatting position, right, this would be a wide stance for squat, okay? Then you go down and up. Women, stay away from that. Then you have a shoulder squat, a shoulder stance, right? And then you have narrow. The narrower your stance, the more you're going to focus on your hamstrings and your glutes. And that's what women want. They want to get their glutes isolated. So that's the next tip. But I think as long as you're rotating your stances between each set, I don't think you have anything to worry about. Let's see who's on. Ian, how are you? Marty, Wood, how are you, brother? So that's it for my own. One more tip for women. When it comes to doing chest. So if you women out there, if you guys are working with dumbbells, just stick with something called incline bench press. Now, that's going to work your upper chest. And that's all the women want. Guys, we need to work all three muscles. You know, the upper, the middle, and the bottom. But women just want to focus. You want to focus just on your top pecs, okay? And to do that, you do inclines. So basically, if you're on a bench, you want to make sure that you're seated on an incline level. If you're doing push-ups, make sure your hands are. So if pretend I'm lying on the floor right now. This is the floor here. So men, it's just a normal bench press. Your hands up here. So women, just adjust your hands up a little higher and wide, and that'll isolate the top of your chest muscle. This way it'll give you a nice full breast on top. So your breast comes down. Let me move this out of the way. So this is a man's chest. So this is our upper chest, our middle, and lower. Women want to work this because their breasts hang down here. So what women want to do, we want to create your muscle up here. Okay? This way you're not going to affect your breast at all and your fat tissue in there. Well, of course you will to a certain degree. You know, if you're dieting crazy, you know, it's kind of unavoidable. But women, you want to focus when you're doing chest is your upper chest. That'll give you. So if when you're wearing a nice dress or a top, or you want to show off your fucking tits and shit, and you got your breast pulled in, well, this is going to create that upper lift up top. Now it's not going to happen overnight. You know, it's going to take you a year or two. Develop that nice upper pec. So that was the second tip for women. And see, I'm a little bit rattled because I'm off track today, right? So, but I'm not going to let me affect me though. But it's definitely put me in hypomania a little bit, the bipolar thing. So I'm a little blah, But I'll get this done and I'll get my nap in, and then we'll hit that fucking workout at 5, 6 o'clock, and we'll get back on track. It happens so often where I remember when I was bodybuilding in the past, or something would come up and a situation like today, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll fuck it, do it later. Well, that's okay to say those statements. Just make sure you follow through on them. Last thing I want to talk. Let's say hi to whoever's on here. Ron, how you doing? Thanks for joining me. Last thing I want to touch on is if you're really overweight. Let's say you're packing on an extra 300 or 400 pounds, and you can't do a squat, and you can't do a push-up, let alone go to the fucking gym. Well, there's an answer for that. Do the exercises that you can, where your weight doesn't restrict you. And the exercises that you can't do, don't worry about it. Focus on losing weight to the point where you can do it. So, like, for example, let's say I'm 500 pounds right now. I can do my shoulder workouts. I can do my arm workouts. I can't do a push-up. So what I have to do is I'm dieting, and once I get to the point where my weight's down that I can do those exercises, then incorporate them in your program, okay? Because if you're 400 or 500 pounds overweight, You know, you can't think, oh, I need to lose 60 pounds this month, or I need to lose 80 pounds, or 100 pounds in 8 months. No, what you need to do is, like, this is what I have to do over the next 5 years. And that's the mentality you have to have behind it. You can't, small, attainable goals. So, I'm in a situation where, okay, let's say I'm 400 pounds, and I'm looking at Scott's workout on his Facebook, and Scotty says, okay, I have to do free squats. Well, guess what? I can't do free squats because I'm fucking 400 pounds. So what do? Well, I'm going to walk around the fucking block. Well, I can't walk around the whole block because I don't have the energy to walk around the whole block. Well, guess what? So you write down for squats, you write, okay, I'm walking 300 meters, and then you're going back home. And you write that down, 300 meters, and going back home. Well, guess what? You've just done squats, so to speak. Then you move on to your next exercise. Calves. Okay, you can, if you know, it's pretty, I think it's pretty capable of doing calves, even if you're overweight, because if you're doing them on the stairs, or you can have some kind of support to help yourself up, that's fine. You can do calves. Wrist curls was on day one. Even though I'm 500 pounds, I can do wrist curls. Deadlifts. Now, this may be a problem, because if my gut's hanging out here, and I can't go all the way down, well, no one said you had to go all the way down. Do the best you can until you can do it all the way. Understand what I'm saying? And so I write all this stuff down, what I did on day one. So when I'm back to day one after my day 2 and day 3s, I look, okay, my last day 1, I did 300 meters on my walk for squats. Well, guess what? Now you walk 400 meters. Understand what I'm saying? So every day you're adding a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. That's what I did. When I started this program 3 weeks ago, I didn't start off doing 10 sets. You know, I started off at doing 2 sets. And I had 8 workouts a day. And I just gradually increased, because I knew if I tried to do 10 sets and I couldn't do it, it would affect me negatively. That's why it's so easy to move forward and be progressive, because if you make those small attainable goals, you're always moving forward. It may take longer, but you have to look at the big picture. You got to look fucking down the road. You got to look, okay, what do I want? Okay, well, I can get that, but it's going to take me this long or this long. You don't want to fucking affect yourself negatively. You always want to keep yourself positive. So, but then someone, like I said, we're still back to me being 400 pounds. So now I got the workouts part of it. So now I'm thinking about the diet part of it. Well, this is where I'm talking to you guys about. Make sure you're mentally ready to take this fucking on. You know? So now I got to go to the nutritionist. The nutritionist writes out a diet plan for me. Because you can't have carbs, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you need to adjust this, you need to adjust that. And you'll be able to lose the weight, and then you'll be able to, you know, progress your fitness. Wrong! Okay. So I'm looking at, okay, what do I normally eat in a day? Well, I eat like shit. I have McDonald's, I have 10 coffees, I order pizza, whatever. Okay, so I typically write down what I would do in a day. What I would eat in a day. So I'm starting to working out, but I'm not changing my diet. All I'm doing is writing down what I've eaten in that day. Okay? Do the workout the best I can. Now we're on to day 2. I'm not dieting. You don't change your diet or nothing. You just mark down what you've eaten that day. Do your workout, and so on and so forth. Now, when you get to your day 1 on your follow cycle, you look like, okay, well, last time on day 1, I ate such bang, 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 bang. Now, all you have to do is do a little better than you did that day. Understand? That's all you have to do, a small change. So if I wrote down, I said, well, I had 3 cheeseburgers, I had 4 baked potatoes, I had a steak, I had a bag of chips, I had 3 chocolate bars, I had a bag of popcorn. Well, then just cut the popcorn out that day. Eat everything else. But every time you change a little bit, you change a little bit, you change a little bit. I guarantee you guys, if you follow that mindset, you're going to succeed. But you got to think long-term and big picture, guys, okay? You can't tell yourself, well, I need to have it by the summer. I need to lose 60 pounds by the summer. You guys can't look at it that way. Because, well, you can if it's attainable. But if it's not attainable, I can't lose fucking, say what are we, February? If I was 400 pounds, could I lose 200 pounds by the summer? Yeah, is that an attainable goal for me? If it's an attainable goal for yourself, then by all means do it. But if you're having trouble with dieting and doing a complete lifestyle change, then make attainable goals. And it's just that simple, folks. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be hard. You know, that's it. That'd be like, I don't know, let's take smoking for example, like quitting smoking. You know, I don't want to quit. So to tell myself anything besides that is fucking bullshit. Why entertain myself the thought of quitting when I don't want to quit? Would I be healthier? Would I feel better if I quit? Yeah. Would I be healthier and feel better if I lost 200 pounds? Yeah. But bottom line is you have to truly ask yourselves, is that what you truly want? Because otherwise you're just going to set yourself up for failure. You know what I'm saying, guys? So hopefully that gives you a few more tips. Hey, Chanel, how are you? Jay Fishing? Cody, Omar, thanks for joining me. So hopefully there's a few tips there that'll help you guys out a little bit. And I'm going to go have a smoke, and I'm going to take a nap. Cheers. I'll get that workout in around 5 or 6 o'clock. And I think that's about all I wanted to discuss. That was a lot right there anyways, too. For women that are thinking about doing this program, keep tuned in because, you know, certain revelations come to me throughout the week, whatever, because, you know, women and men are very, very different in a lot of different ways. And we need to train differently. You know, the basics are the same, but if I come up with any real-world tips for you, you know, then I'll do that. You know, there's lots of different ways, you know, women can train than men, because it's like a stereotype, you know. Someone said somewhere that made a stereotypical thing that women do aerobics and cardio and men work out with weights. You know, like, I don't know how that happened, but that couldn't be further more from the truth. Women work out with weights. You know, men can do fucking cardio. You know, I see these classes where women, you know, they take up 2 hours in aerobics and yoga and all this other shit. Now, I'm not saying I know what what goals they're trying to accomplish, but most people, when they get into fitness, is because they want to look and feel better. Okay, and the best way to do that is working with weights. Okay, it's just that simple, folks. If you fucking eat according to what you want to accomplish and you work out according to what you accomplish, you're going to accomplish that. You know, it's very important, you guys. I really want to stress this to you guys out there. Attainable goals. Know your fucking limits. See the big picture. And you're guaranteed to succeed. You know, it's the key to lifestyle changes, whatever they may be, whether you used to be a drug addict or a fucking alcoholic or smoking or you're fucking overweight. The key to every lifestyle change comes down to, is that what you want? And if it's what you want, make yourself attainable goals. And if you do that, you will never fail as far as what I'm talking about here. Now, you want to talk about business world and stuff like that, well, this ain't what this channel, this Facebook is about. This is about making lifestyle changes and succeeding at them in health and fitness and stuff like that. And if you're fucking crazy like me, you go to YouTube and watch my videos over there, you know. But I think that's it. So, in the meantime, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I'll see you when I see you. And Crown bless you all. Take care, guys.